good hello friends, and happy new year. Am I starting this video where I ended the last one? Yes. Yes, I am. What about it? Today is January 1st. With that comes the start of a new reading challenge. I don't have a number in mind this year. I have a range, with the max number being 52 books. To completely take the pressure off of myself and to blame it on computers, I'm going to let a random number generator pick how many books I'm gonna read this year. Let's get started. I'm gonna set this to 52. You know why? Exactly, 52 weeks in a year. That is a beautiful number. So here we are. Here is the Goodreads challenge. We got 33 books in 2023. It's official. I'm on track for the first time since I set my reading goal last year. 23 books, 47. Tori, okay. All right, pop off Deja. And you can see here, 32 out of 40, 80%. It's pretty solid. 9. Surpassed it at 105%, 100, and 104. So with this goal now comes more ideas as to how I can kind of randomize my reading a little bit so that I don't have so much pressure on myself when it comes to actually completing 33 books. And I honestly think it's a little bit poetic because I read 32 books in 2022, and because we're going to 2023, it should be 33. This is like so cute. So one of the first things I do want to check is my Kindle library. I have so many books on here. I have 12 unread Kindle books. So if I read one a month, ideal. I have 3 books that I do need to read for work, which I am making my way through, kind of like a schedule that I'm following that I've set for myself. They're all like marketing and video game related books, so they're gonna be super easy to read through. But I have a lot of books on my iBook, like the Apple bookstore, including a bunch of LJ Shen books, the entire, I wish I was kidding, the entire Throne of Glass series I have downloaded on my iPad. I've got others like Serpent and Dove, This Is How You Lose the Time War, Jack Carbon novels, oh, and the Inheritance games. So I have a bunch of those that I'd like to read. And then in terms of audiobooks, I usually just pick up whatever I can from Hoopla or from my library, so that is still going to be part of the plan this year, I guess. Let's see what happens. So from this stack over here, we can see some familiar books as well as some new ones. So to start, these 4 books are the 4 that I could not finish for the Reindeer Readathon. So they are automatically my January TBR. Are we surprised that I set a highly ambitious TBR and did not complete it? No, not at all. This list also includes Gleanings by Neal Shusterman, which I am currently buddy reading with Samantha. So her and I are going through that slowly but surely, but we'll read it. I think this is a good place to start. Cami Garcia's The Lovely Reckless, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, Starfish by Kimmy Dawn Bowman, and To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. Some additional books on that stack include the first volume of My Hero Academia. I feel like this will be super quick and easy. I've already watched all of My Hero up until what's been released as of 2022, so we're waiting currently for the January 7th episode, which is also my birthday. I don't know when I'll read this. It'll be like, it'll take me like no time to read this, so it'll just be a fun little recap. And then I have Babel. I got Babel in my December 2022 Book of the Month box. I skipped January's first books because I didn't feel very inclined to reach towards any of them. Although the second Alex Stern book is releasing, and I think I want to purchase that on its own outside of Book of the Month because I don't want like a Book of the Month cover. I just want the normal cover. However, I will not be letting myself read Babel until I read the Poppy War trilogy. So yeah, like it just feels wrong. But so I just need to put this back on my bookshelf. Here we have the books that I'll be reading in January, as well as a Kindle novel. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a random number generator here too. So I'm gonna set it to 12 and I'm gonna go ahead and generate. So out of the unread books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I don't really want to read this book. So I will be reading Let's Talk About Love in January. And it's only like 200, less than 300 pages long. And I think I'll be able to fly through it. I feel like this is one of those titles that I downloaded and was just kind of like, Like, I heard about it, it was on sale. I'm not necessarily super intrigued by it, which I think is the case for a lot of the unread books on my shelves right now. I have so many books that I feel like were books that I wanted to read earlier in my reading career, and now I don't want to. And it sucks because there are so many books that I think I would love that I just don't own, but I can't bring myself to purchase any of them right now because I still have so many unread books on my shelves. So I'm in this dilemma, and this is going to be an extremely chaotic video, and it's just because I have the energy right now to film and to talk. I'm sorry that this is so chaos, but welcome to 2023. Welcome to the Goodreads challenge, and here's to hoping that this year turns out solid. I look like I am getting ready to go into the snow, and it's because I am. I am flying out to Reno today with two of my best friends. One of our friends lives up there. She's going back to her place in Reno, and we're spending the week with her. So I'm super excited. But first, I wanted to talk about the 2023 Pop Sugar Challenge. So every single year, the outlet Pop Sugar puts out their whatever year it is reading challenge, where there are a bunch of prompts as well as some bonus prompts at the very end, and you can print out the actual full prompt list and like follow along as you go. But I like to go in and pick some of my favorites, and I pick anywhere from like 5 to 12, and this year I have 9 that I've gone ahead and picked. So I wanted to go ahead and go over what I have here. So the 9 prompts that I'm hoping to read include a book you meant to read in 2022. I think my January TBR has me pretty solid right now. A book about vacation, which was one of the prompts from last year that I attempted to complete with yet another book that's going to be on January's TBR. A debut author. I know it's for 2023, however, I'm going to say from either last year or this year because I didn't do a very good job of following along with debut authors and their first novels, so whenever the book came out, they just have to have come out in the last year. Forbidden Romance. A book with a forbidden romance is one that I'm extremely excited for. I love this trope. I don't realize that I love this trope until I'm actually reading it. So if you guys have any forbidden romance recs, please let me know. I follow a good amount of people that put out specific trope recommendations, so I'm definitely going to refer to them as well. However, if there's anything that you guys can think of off the top of your head, please let me know. The next one is a book with the main character's name in the title. So like Delilah Green Is Not Okay. I don't know why that's the first one that comes to mind. That is the essence, and honestly I might make it Delilah Green, but I don't know yet. The next prompt is a book to show / movie adaptation. I feel like I'm doing really well with my book to movie adaptations. However, there are some that I didn't even know were adaptations until I took a class for them. Like, you should totally watch that video. I'll go ahead and link it in the top. But All You Need Is Kill, the manga, was Edge of Tomorrow. So things like that. But I'm also thinking that I can do something like My Hero Academia is a perfect one for that. So I'm thinking I could do like Chainsaw Man for this one or something. The next is a hashtag book talk rec. Extremely nervous for this one. However, I think I'll make that its own dedicated video because I think it'll be fun to judge book talk because I don't trust book talk. That should be interesting. The next is a sports / athlete related book. I'm thinking this will be like a memoir, like a nonfiction self-help type of book with, again, the goal of making nonfiction a part of kind of like my regular reading, which, spoiler alert, the year is already kind of starting like that, so I'm very happy about it. But I don't own any, so I think I'm gonna take a day to like go to Barnes & Noble and like look through and see what I can find, because I would love to own some more nonfiction, and ideally from athletes that I love and that I follow. And finally, a book you wish you could read for the first time again. I kind of already have a book in mind for this. However, I need to be a little bit strategic with when I choose to read it because I would like to reread The Bone Season in order to finish the rest of the series. those are all the Pop Sugar challenges that I'm going to use kind of as like general prompts for the months that I don't have any ideas to what book I want to read. It'll be like a random prompt that I'm gonna pick from there. And like I said in the first clip, I am planning on reading one of my Kindle books a month, so it'll be like a good mix of I'm getting prompts from kind of like different places and piecing them all together for whatever month it might be. And I think it'll help move along my reading if I have something physical that's like in front of me instead of me just being like, here's a stack of books that I want to read this month because they're pretty. You know, that is the update for now. I fly to Reno in an hour and a half, so I have to leave for the airport in about 20 minutes, and I'm so excited.